Hello, Galaxy! I'm Chris Perillo, and no, I wasn't smelling and trying to taste this glue stick. You know how long it's been since I've had a good glue stick? Kindergarten. They just don't make paste the way they used to. I never ate paste, nor glue. I've smelled glue before, accidentally. I learned that lesson early on. Why? Why am I holding on to a glue stick? Why am I wagging my glue stick at you? Why? Why would I do this? I can tell you why. Because of that. This thing here called a 3D printer. You're gonna love this. You're gonna love this story. So today, I'm printing, right? And no paint chips. Not very tasty. Not tasty. I've tried them too. No, I haven't. I do not recommend you eat paint. FYI. But it's the internet. You never know. No, yeah, it's because I ran. Tex is right. I ran out of lurk. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, say no more. So, I'm printing, right? I was doing this on MakerDeck earlier today as well. And I wasn't live on MakerDeck. Even I was in the background because there were like 10 other people who were streaming at the time. And I will tell you why, Airwolf. Good to see you. Adam the Sim, no, I secretly do not want to taste it. Hello, Hutch's Makerspace. So I'm watching, and all of a sudden, the arm, it's starting to come off. It's starting to come off the bed. Smooth PEI sheet, right? And I'm like, oh my God, it's coming off. And there are all these other pieces. I'm like, oh no, the whole thing's going to fail. And the same thing had happened earlier. On MakerDeck, I had a similar issue happen and people were watching, right? It started to spaghetti in the back. And I kind of let it go. I'm like, if I can just get through, if I can salvage the torso in the print, these multiple small pieces, I'll be fine. And so we did a prediction. You know how you can do predictions on Twitch? So we did a prediction. Would the torso survive? It was effectively one of the torsos for the figures that I'm completing to assemble, or getting ready to assemble. So Silver Sunbeam, you didn't miss anything. I'm in the middle of telling my amazing glue stick story. Main Linea, or line A, says, because I knew people who eat glue. Oh, you probably did. Don't do it. This was obviously a joke. I'm 49 years old. I'm not saying you should. Come on. If you don't know me by now, you may never, ever, ever know me. Ooh, ooh. So the thing starts lifting off. Lip balm. I never thought of that. Good idea, man. Now I know why Lynn wanted me to use that lip balm. Yeah, good idea. Alright, fine. I just do that lip balm. Alright, anyway, back to the story. I watched the thing. It was coming off the plate. Finally broke through. It was coming off the plate. It was lifting off the plate. It was harrowing. I'm like, no, I don't want this to do this because then it'll knock all the other pieces off. I'm like, what do I do? And then I remembered. People use glue sticks. And I'm like, I don't have a glue stick here in this room. So I sprinted into the other room where I knew we had a glue stick. And I was like, I knew exactly where it was. Pulled out a glue stick. And like, chucked it back in here. And it's lifting off. I'm like, can I do this? I'm like, well, I can't really get in there and try to glue while the printer's running. So I paused it. Right? In the bed slide. And so I was like, okay, let me see if I can lift it up a little. I could lift it up a little, but the problem is this glue stick is a big one. This is a fatty glue stick. Huge glue stick. Hello, Mr. Bongo. Good to see ya. Was this a new helium-filled filament? No, it might have been, Papa Bear. It was just lifting up. It was just flying on its own. So it's like, okay. So I peeled it back just a little bit. I'm like, how much glue stick do I need? So I just kind of glued just a little, and then kind of put it down. It didn't want to stick, and I like pushed it down a little further. And then went back to printing, and it stuck. It stuck. So I was able to get all the pieces, including what would have otherwise been this arm here. It would have failed. Like right at a part where I was able to kind of afterwards kind of clean it up just a tiny bit, but it was saved by the glue stick. So, yeah, suffice it to say, the glue stick is now in my arsenal. So I'm going to be glue sticking. Not initially, but if I have that problem again, glue stick for the win. See, have the problem again, glue stick for the win. It's a mnemonic device. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. And it worked. It's genuinely, it worked. I was freaking. That was quick. It was quick thinking, basically. And so, yes, glue sticks work. Glue stick is the new Costco membership. Well, I didn't say no. I've never really needed it. Like I said, it just started lifting off. And I was like, oh, that's not good. This is not glue. I wasn't sniffing a glue. This is a glue stick. And by the way, this is all-purpose clear school glue, choking hazard, small parts, not for children under 3 years. So I qualify for the use of this glue stick. I'm officially of the age. They ID'd me when I bought it, but, that's a different story. They're like, Mr. Perillo, you are a weirdo. Deep Sleep Studio says, my whole world is dependent on glue sticks. Really? Oh, God. He said, my whole world. Oh, my God. I love you all. Y'all. Oh, my God. I miss you every day. Maggie Goo. I don't know what Maggie Goo is. Wipe it with a damp paper towel and it's clean. I did. Well, I cleaned it off, of course, with the alcohol wipe. You put Vision Miner on all my hold plates, sight unseen, don't even fight it anymore. I don't know what that is. I'm going to have to look into it. That's right. Coda 120, it was stick thinking. Oh, no. It stuck to my eyeball. What am I going to do? Have some more wine. That's what I'm going to do. Or as I call it, unboxing juice. Unboxing, you ask? Well, yes, I happen to have a package that arrived from Silver Sunbeam. He sent a part that if I wanted to upgrade my hot end, I would be able to use this part, so that might come in handy. Also, some wires. I think this is the thermistor. Is that right? Is it for the thing that connects the hot end and stuff? To do all the things. So this might be a good backup cable. And then some PTFE tubes for the hot end tubes. These are chamfered specifically for the Mini, so I'm very happy to have those. And then he sent the hot end assembly. Now, this is my question, okay? He's got this sock. I don't have a sock on mine. Do I need to have a sock on mine? Is this important? The sock? Oh, it came off. Okay. Lol, it's like magic, but Maggie glue. Not Magi. Magic goo. Hey, if I need to treat my plates, I'll do it. It helps keeps temps stable. Interesting. It's not that important, says El Taco Meat. I guess I haven't had too many issues with it, so I'm like, do I put this on? Do I stick the sock on? I don't know. But it's good to have backup. Always good to have backup. You use Magigoo? So do you use... I gotta ask. Like I said, I don't want to, accidentally knock out the thermistor or anything like that. That's my concern about using something like this if I don't necessarily need it. So I have to do a little more research. Given that I really haven't had too many problems with it, the printer, I'm not, as concerned. I don't know what it would how it would benefit me. Apart from maybe, when the filament, sticks, it'll be easier to clean off and what have you. So I was curious about that. So Magigoo. Do you put the Magigoo on before the print all the time? They help, but not necessary. Sock is good if you have drafts on the hot end. Oh, yeah. I don't really have too many drafts. I guess it's not really been too much of an issue in here. Yes, before the print. Do you have to do it every time? Or just, one and done for this Magigoo? I'm learning as I go along. Anyway, No, you don't have to do it every time. Okay. Just on tough prints. Well, I usually if I have an issue, if I know it's going to be a tougher print, after I print these little pieces, I'm going to be printing Fix 'em Dude's tie dagger that I'd been waiting on. And so after that, I'm going to switch to the textured plate. And so the texture plate tends to hold on more when I don't need that, and when I want a smooth finish, I'll use a smooth PEI. So Magigoo may be what I have to look into. Is it on Amazon? Is it? Easy to clean up too. Wipe it with a damp paper towel. Not messy like a glue stick. Recoat my bed every 5-10 prints. Is it like a spray-on thing? Because like I can't do that easily here. Speaking of spray, you might remember I printed the mouse droid. This is how it turned out. Of course, I sprayed it silver. You can spray like silver all you want, but you're just a filament. That's your bare naked ladies for the day. Anyway, mouse droid came out, little container for paper clips or what have you. So thank you, Silver Sunbeam. Thank you. If anything, I learned that it's important to potentially wear socks. Magigoo deodorant roll-on. Felt pad instead of a roller. Okay, good to know. You get opposite results. Texture doesn't hold as well as smooth side. See, it's really bizarre, K2. Use a textured bed. Prints come right off when it cools off. Yeah, Feral Terminator. That's kind of been the same thing for me. No, I really appreciate it. I really do. I'll have to keep the sock in mind if I do run into drafts or issues with drafts, or troubleshooting anything else. But like I said, the only troubleshooting that I had to do recently was with the nozzle. That was it. And he even included a nozzle with the hot end and the sock. So it's fantastic. I really appreciate it because you never know. I also have the silver gonk. Sock is nice for holding temps in the hot end for sure. Yeah, but see, I guess I haven't had, maybe I guess I haven't run into as many issues with it. Check mod Discord. Okay, thank you, Hollywood. So, Hank reports his cat is upset. Of course. Well, Alf followed me on Twitter before him. So, I got bragging rights. Yeah. Alf followed me because he knows I feel the same way about cats as he does. I wouldn't eat a cat. I wouldn't destroy a cat. But I'm not a fan of cats. At all. Not a thing. By the way, K2, amazing job with Brit's coin. I even saw you made it spin
every once in a while. That can't be good.
What do you mean rude? It wasn't rude. I was honest. I guess it was kind of rude. I said wait, no, it wasn't. I said I wasn't going to eat a cat. I think it would have been rude if I said I was going to eat. I think it would have been rude if I said I was going to eat your cat. That would have been rude. So anyway, yeah, I painted the gonk. These are for Diana's room, so there'll be nice little surprises. The gonk cup that was done with love. I gotta cover up at least one or two more areas potentially. A little challenge to get into the feet, but it turned out really well. Both of these little droids. See, I love this. It's practical. Like, Krusty's got to be proud of me. Practical and fun. It actually works. It spins. So happy it worked. Yeah, it reminds me of what the engineering that Fix'em Dude did for the Valentine's coins. The spinners. Spin the spinner and call the shot. Twister ties you up in the knot. That spin was pretty impressive, indeed. Just found a glass TNG data decanter set with shot glasses. The next generation? Would that be Synthahol then? Feral Terminator? I was watching Subsector earlier tonight. I was kind of trolling her a bit. I'm like, before the stream, I said, "Are you still in 10 forward?" She says, "Yeah, I'm getting my drinks." I was like, "Oh, on Synthahol." And then she showed up with this big cup, and I'm like, "That's a lot of vodka." She just drank it. I'm like, wow. It was water. It was clearly water. Or was it? Hey, DMAT says, if you have Gloop. I do not have Gloop. I do not. DMAT. I know people have talked about it, but I guess I already have. I mean, I don't have any other glue. I don't have Gloop. let me put it to you this way. The glue stick worked. Like in a pinch, in a bind, it worked. I was really happy with it. But I do want to check into the Magigoo, if only because, you know, I might want to experiment with it so that I don't have to print with brims on some of this stuff. It's a nice looking set. Well, splurge, Farrell. You can decant water. Kieran, I want to say thank you again for Liz. Liz was, you helped her, I guess, with her focus printer. She's been running into issue after issue with it. Like really, like swear, like she starts to print on MakerDeck and then says that it's like problematic. So, I'm glad you were able to help. I think Kieran was able to help Liz, so I'm glad you did. Thank you. So, what other cool tips and tricks do y'all use for print? This is a great question, Papa Bear. Like, okay, so now I'm learning about a sock. I'm barefoot right now, by the way. Not that I'm preparing for a brick walk. But I learned about the sock, so now I have that piece, just in case. I don't think I'm going to put it on. Maybe I should, if only to control it. Maybe I should. What's it gonna hurt? It won't hurt anything, right? As long as I don't accidentally knock out the wires. That's what I'm nervous about. Socks are great, falling in love with hairspray on textured beds. Well, that's what everyone's talking about. They're talking about Magigoo. I was mentioning that at the top, I ran into the other room to grab a glue stick because part of a print was coming off the bed with a brim. And I was able to just barely glue it, or get it down and glue it into the bed, and it stuck for the remainder of the print. It was incredible. So I'm not sure about hairspray. We have hairspray. I know everyone's Aquanet. I don't know. I guess I'm more of a fan of the stuff that was designed for it. Mankini? What's that? And by the way, Declarations also streams here on Twitch. I swear, I don't know. Every time I like Declarations, he's great with his chat too. By the way, he's very interactive. But like every time, this is here. I'm gonna give you my impression of Declarations. Okay, trust me, this is good. It's good. If you watch Declarations, here's my impression. Yeah, that's my impression. Because I swear, he's always lost in thought. Declarations is always thinking. And you can see it. You can see it work. His brain you can just see it just going. Papa Bear says, grab a beanie. A beanie? A beanie? Well, Diana has hairspray. It's just that I don't want to get things sticky if they don't need to be sticky. So I'd rather like adhere, I'd rather glue, put something down like a, direct than spray things everywhere. Because otherwise it gets really sticky everywhere. I don't want to do that. Since PEI, I haven't needed anything. K2, honestly, I've learned to use a brim with this and sometimes even with the textured sheet. So I'm thinking that maybe instead I should be looking at the glue stuff. Oh, for the DK impersonation. Grab a beanie, yes. Hey, no problem. K2, just understand. I never. Yeah, you can take me seriously at times, but when you take me at face value, I'll typically call it like I see it. That would be wonderful. Sky's the limit. I'm not. I had. What did I have I had some cheese slices. Oh, God! I got so tripped up in the awesome 3D printing story, I almost forgot. Thank you for reminding me. And by the way, I love, Panda Express has a vegan chicken thing, and it's so good. It's so good. Hey, Mark H., good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Okay, so any other 3D printing adherence tips, feel free to share them. I'm going to keep this glue stick around. Going to look into the Magigoo, and clean your PEI sheet with acetone nail polish remover, then wipe down with alcohol afterwards. Acetone nail polish remover. Wipe down with alcohol. Really? Okay, well, Diana has nail polish remover. Interesting. Mad Cat, we're sharing some 3D printing tips. Oh, hi, Mark. Hi, Mark. I was doing my best Tommy Wiseau, was that his name? Impression? Acetone. Oh, wait, hang on. No! Papa Bear says, acetone bad. Acetone bad. Oh, hi, Mark. Better than Norm. Okay. I will avoid nail polish remover. Wait, but can I put actual nail polish on the... Does that help make it stick? Can I nail polish the bed? He asks facetiously. So here's the thing I needed to tell you. Did you know that you can 3D print full houses out of concrete? I did. I go by they. It's really cool.
Well, that does happen every once in a while. That can't be good.
No, I'd live in a house. I'd live in a 3D printed house. I'd have it as a secondary house. You know, maybe in retirement, I'd have this wide array of land and then have 3D printed this, that, and the other. I mean, I would just... That'd be... I think that's where I'm going for retirement. It's just a place with space. Here's what I got. So, this is on sale, $2.99. And I thought, well, that's cheaper than regular Oreos. And honestly, because regular Oreos now cost like $5. They used to be like $3. Now they're $5. Not nail polish, 3D gloop works great. I don't have any gloop. So I was just looking for something to put on the bed. I know they say gloop, but I don't have any gloop. So I had a glue stick, so I'm going to stick with that at this point. You've been having adherence issues on your textured bed. Still been trying to troubleshoot it. I learned declarations, and everyone else has different tips, right? You know, you can use hairspray. You can use the other glue sticks or whatever. Yeah, no, it's not a purple glue stick. It's the orange one, whatever. This worked. This worked. I am telling you, by this arm that was starting to come, it worked. I'm telling you, by practical experience. Jeez, dude. Sorry, no more 3. Dang, dude. I haven't even opened this. These are gluten-free Oreos, Oreo knockoffs. And it was on sale. They were on sale. So I'm like, okay, gotta try it. Dawn dishwasher. So I've got dishwashing liquid. I should probably wash both those sheets, huh? Yeah, okay. Thank you. You're giving me some good tips. I should do that. Not right now. Declarations tried literally everything. Might be looking to some mods for the machine. Well, hang on. So Declarations, I gotta ask. And thank you again for hanging out. Thank you for being here. Another streamer, Declarations. What machine do you have? I don't know if that would necessarily be the issue. What plates or what are you using? Are they plates? Are they beds? What are they? A little crispier than
peanut butter jelly time, peanut butter jelly time, peanut butter jelly time. Where he at? Where he at? Where he at? Where he at? Now there he go. There he go. There he go. There he go. Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly. Do the peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly with a baseball bat. Do the peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly with a baseball bat. Where he at? Where he at? Where he at? Where he at? Now there he go. There he go. There he go. There he go. Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly. Do the peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly with a baseball bat. Do the peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly with a baseball bat. Now break it down and freeze. Now take it down to your knees. Now lean back and freeze. Now go back up and freeze.
Good aftertaste, but kind of gritty. It's a little gritty. This is a very gritty cookie. Mad Cat notes heavy string on the print. Do I? It may be running a little hot, admittedly. It's pretty light. It's not that bad. Sand for fiber. Now, Papa Bear is another, if I didn't mention Papa Bear, and I know he got a shout out when he first started chatting, but Papa Bear also streams here on Twitch, 3D printing stuff, talking, chatting, etc., etc. This is PLA. Papa Bear getting that Voron going, oh, you two know each other. No, I have no stringing right now, or virtually none. So I don't know apart from treating the actual sheets you use, declarations, or maybe it's a matter of temperature, the temperature of the bed. Would that have an impact? Potentially even the filament. Deep Sleep Studios, best $10 I ever spent. Well, thank you. Oh, hang on. Papa Bear, you had lunch? You had lunch at Twitch? I've had lunch at Facebook, Google, Intel, naturally. Not Twitch. Amazon, but not Twitch. Oh, you both met. Oh, nice. Hey, Mighty Bean, good to see you. Hope you got a good raid the other... Hope it was... it was a good raid the other night. You tweeted. Glad we were able to pour in and Igor was playing along. Mighty Bean, another streamer here. Are we talking about print bed adhesion? Yeah, username is secret. Declarations has been having an issue with adhesion on his Mark. Is it a Mark 3S? Is that what you said? Declarations. Been looking for some suggestions. He's tried everything. Miller 3D, all of the above. Oh yeah, that's right. We even paid for lunch at Adobe. That's right. I've had lunch at Adobe. Mr. Bean. No problem. Don't say you're thanking everybody who came on the raid, Mighty Bean. Hey, Lone Mountain Knife Company. He says, I might do a thing tomorrow. It'll be a day late. Oh. Don't tease me. Don't tease me, Lone Mountain Knife. Are you going to try the Sith... let me say it right. The Sith Dagger? Are you trying the Sith Dagger, Lone Mountain Knife Company? Oh my god, if you do. Wow, if you do. No way! You're going to try it! Oh, man. Hey, Zero Cool. Thursday's going well. I just tried a gluten-free Oreo knockoff. It's kind of got a sandy texture to it. I need the gluten, I guess. Now, a lot of people who are just, if the Oreos were sitting in front of me, I'm one and done. One and done. You did some consulting for Adobe way back. We did back when we were running Vlogger Fair as an event, and then it pivoted into Creator Advocate briefly before sunsetting. We did it on Adobe's campus. I mean, there's always a possibility we could always host a 3D printing event on Adobe's campus at some point in the future too. Yeah, my eyes are on that. And hell, I was talking about that early on, but I think it makes a lot more sense now talking about MakerDeck. I'm down. We can figure it out. I'm not thinking about it right now. In the future. About to watch the new Star Trek here within the hour. Good luck, Zero Cool. I have to watch Picard. I have to watch Strange New Worlds. I finished Ozark last night. It was great. What a wonderful series. What a wonderful series. Mad Cat's doing another teardown and rebuild of Vape 2 today. He's discovered the thermistor has a frayed wire. Couldn't get it out of the block. Put some heat shrink on. You know, if I ever run into a hardware problem, I'm going to have to get someone out here to look at it, because I will be an idiot. Mad Cat says, do not use acetone, degrade the PEI over time. Yeah, Papa Bear, I want to say that today was Strange New Worlds. Lone Mountain Knife Company's just like me. I will take the extra gluten, please. Yeah, they're the free one. I'll take their gluten. Thank you. Lone Mountain also eats one Oreo at a time. Just ignore the fact that it's actually 6 Oreos mushed into one. Exactly. The big stuff, right? Just one mouthful at a time. Well, this was on sale. I'm like, okay, I'll just grab it. It's on sale, and why not? So I grabbed a couple just in case. I'm kind of glad I only got 2. Kind of wish I only got 1. So much awesome TBA out there. Totally agree. But Astra Canuck, another fantastic streamer that I've had the pleasure. You know, here's what I love. I love the fact that all y'all stream and you have time, because I know what it's like. Because I have a full-time job. I stream. I also I have a family. Enjoy like my stuff. But the fact that you spend time here, I appreciate that. And thank you. Let me say thank you again for keeping MakerDeck open in the background. If you do have MakerDeck open in the background, because I think a lot of you do already, and I appreciate that. If only because we've had a pretty good chat, kind of flowing through there, even without someone like really focusing on the conversation at any given time. Zero Cool confirms Strange New Worlds is out. Username is secret, suggesting something for declarations, assumedly, I should say. There's also double checking the first layer height, the close enough to the print bed, and temperature is also a factor depending on the material. So that's what I figured. I figured that it would be temperature and the actual material. I thought that would, like, if it's not first layer height, getting closer, right? You almost have to have more squish, I believe, on a textured bed. But then you know whatever you're using and making sure it's a temperature prime for it. That's why I usually stick with PLA right now. Thank you, Lone Mountain Knife Company. Thank you. I'm gonna, if I have a chance and you're streaming, I'm tuning in. I gotta watch this Sith dagger being built. So, Astro Canuck. So I don't know, I can't remember the name of the brand, but it's like, oh God, it's ungodly. It's like $2,000, like beyond comprehension. But it's a telescope that uses the smartphone basically as the viewfinder, right? You don't have to like look in you can use the smartphone, and that's the type of telescope you can press a button and it takes you right to and I know there are plenty of telescopes that do that, but like the easiest, simple, I don't care what the price may be, but when Jedi is old enough and into that, as an elective, I want to have that type of telescope that even in Seattle, right, when it's in the summer or whatever, to be able to use that. Do you remember the name of that brand? It's like it's all about the smartphone as the viewfinder, and I can't remember. Is it Viona Stellina? Is that it? That just doesn't sound as familiar to me. You mentioned it, but I thought it was something else. Maybe I'm wrong. Wouldn't be the first time. Wouldn't be the last. But I would love that if I ever had a telescope, that's exactly what I'd want. Because you press a button, then you can take a picture. That's just incredible to me. Would hang out more if you had more time. Hey, man, I hear you, declarations. I feel the same way. I get so caught up on stuff. Looks like a droid, yeah?
Celestial_Rook just resubscribed for 5 months.
Thank you. Unistellar. Okay, maybe that was it. Maybe Unistellar. I think that was it. Unistellar. That was it. Unless there's a different... I tell you what, before I make a decision and drop the dough on a telescope, you'll be one of the first people I consult. I'm also friends, and I don't mean that lightly, with Phil Plait, the bad astronomer. We go way back, like 2 decades. Phil and I. He gave me a meteorite. Like, it's like, for real. Equally crap. Dang it! Dang it! I don't want them to be crap! Thank you, Astro Canuck. Thank you for keeping Maker Deck on. And thank you, Tech Talk, you as well. Had a chemistry teacher in high school. It would up your grade half level if you brought him a package of Oreos. Wow! Man, that's awesome. I wish I had a chemistry teacher like that. This guy is incredible. I agree. Capturing moments ago. Glad y'all are getting some passing on some mutual support to declarations with his adhesion issues. Hello, Celestial Rook, and thank you for resubscribing. I appreciate the support. Celestron says, Chris Celestron. I know of Celestron as a brand, but not like, I'm not looking at the brand. I'm looking at, like, what are the features, right? Ease of use, simplicity, and you want a good telescope. You just don't want a junk one, but, like, I want a good one for when Jedi's, there. And I just, I'll pull out binoculars and look up, and it's kind of cool. But to have the camera integrated with the smartphone and all that stuff, I'm not a hardware guy. Helpful stuff today. Awesome. Papa Bear, like I said, I guess I'm now a glue stick believer. I believed in it. It's just I never thought about using it. Didn't need to use it until today. So Declarations is looking for other ideas. Make it going on your TV 24/7 now, says Mad Cat USA. TV being run from the old PC, would watch a show, just open a tab in the browser. Thank you, Mad Cat. Unfortunately, those scopes, says Astro Caleb, are designed to be easy to use, which means they are crap for what you pay for it. Yeah, but I need a telescope to be easy to use. You don't understand. how much of a heart, like, I'm telling you, the day that this mini goes or something happens, I'm just like, I can't, there's no way. I know myself. Changing a nozzle, changing a PTFE tube, nothing. But like re-engineering things, I'm like, wires, no. You don't understand. Username is secrets. Got another suggestion for declarations. Have I tried more, or has he tried more than one PLA? Maybe the material is old or otherwise defective. Tried everything short of the silicone Nylock mod. You may not. God, that's really weird. Usually the Mark III, have you tried a variety of filament, or is it a certain kind of filament? I'll ask that. Half a dozen makes and brands. Happens with all materials. Wow. Capturing a moment's ago has an awesome camera and lenses. Get nice photos of the moon and Milky Way. Not with my phone. Yeah, of course not. See, I don't carry around gear. I don't have gear. I think I just want something simple and fun and easy. Welcome to astrophotography. Yeah. I just thought it would be kind of neat and easy and fun. Even if it's not like super high quality. I feel that would be, it'd be better for me and potentially better for my daughter. So maybe by the time it happens, they will have advanced, right? Maybe they'll be better. They will have improved. I know I'm not going to get like super high quality stuff out of it, but I don't know. So I have toyed with the idea of getting a better telescope over the years, but I've never committed. Whether it was Dobsonian or what's the other one? Newtonian or Dobsonian? No, Dobsonian was one of them. What's the other one? Other type of telescope? I think there are like several kinds. I'm speaking like a total noob. I know enough to be dangerous. Astro Caleb says my current camera and accessories is approximately $5,700. Yeah, see, that's a lot. I mean, I like a good camera, but I wouldn't use it for anything else. So it would be overkill for me. Now that I think of it, could just try taking it apart and putting it back together. Well, declarations, if you have the inclination, if you have the ability, declarations, I would say do it. For sure. You buy optics from BH Photo. Yeah, B&H, reputable, been around for a long time. Scopes can be very personal, and unfortunately we need some kind of loan program. See, that's the thing. I would probably rent one. Dobsonian is a Newtonian on a Lazy Susan. Okay, I like that then. Equatorial. Thank you, Chris. Was that the other one? I mean, like I said, I've only dabbled is not even, that's too strong a word for what I've done. All Dobbs are Newts, not all Newts are Dobbs. That makes sense. Astro Caleb. Because I think when I was looking, I was thinking Dobsonian for a telescope. But I've put it off because it's like, well, apart from, it's kind of a neat thing. When Jedi is of age, with STEM and all that and science, then I'll take a more serious look at the telescope options. Another challenge here in Seattle is at least if it's not summer, we don't have clear skies. You do want a scope that can do some good imaging. That's what I'm saying. There's no really good consumer grade telescope that integrates well that I know of with your smartphone or tablet as the viewfinder that can take pictures other than wiring and connecting and mounting and no. Get a Dob, a small planetary camera. Good start for planets. I don't know. It just doesn't sound. It sounds. Y'all have done it. Y'all eat, sleep, and breathe it. But I'm just like, I'm a dummy. The fact that I'm 3D printing is still a shock to me. Seriously, sometimes I wake up in the morning. I 3D print stuff. How the hell did that happen? Yeah, username is secret. I don't know what declarations is gonna do. He may have to take apart. Is it the actual bed? Maybe is the temperature even? Hey Ozzy, good to see you. I don't know if Ozzy is currently 3D printing on MakerDeck right now, but you'll see him over there. Is the bed itself is it even? Ow. Is the temperature even all across? Temp issues isn't something I've looked at. See, that's... I'm inclined, I don't know how to test it apart from getting a FLIR kind of camera, but I believe that if you've run into, if you've checked all the boxes, temperature, and et cetera, maybe there's something else is off. Not going to be able to invest in a FLIR. Yeah, I hear you. But that I in troubleshooting, it's a possibility. You could replace that and see if that fixes it. I mean, if you're talking about tearing it apart anyway, that it may be that. I have no other way of... I don't know how else you'd check the temperature, though. That's how you learn, by doing. It's the best way to learn. Yeah, Mad Cat, I hear you. I'm with you. I am. I always try to... When I get new hardware, I try to find something that I think is going to work for me. And I'm a dummy. And I don't mean that because I'm, being humble, but like... because I'm going to brag. No. I know what I'm like. I know I'm not a big hardware guy. I don't want to tweak.
Capturing Momental Cheerdex 100.
Thank you, Capturing Momentsicle. Thank you. It's very appreciated. If you can face the fear of doing, you gain confidence. I agree, Mad Cat. I baby step it. But like with an investment like a telescope, there are so many options. It's like I don't want to get something that's just going to be so user unfriendly and so expensive and not give me what I want. I don't just want to look through... Seriously, this is what I want. I don't just want to look through a thing to see, oh, there's Jupiter. I want to see it in a nice big viewfinder, or I want to see it on my smartphone. I know I'm ruining the whole thing, but it's true. Hey, Gofflag, good to see ya. Hope you're doing well. You've been putting off this tear down and rebuild because I was afraid, but now I'm almost finished. Well, Mad Cat, I applaud you. Me, like I said, I'm gonna probably run this mini into the ground and then pass it off to my brother. I'm like, here, have at it. Good luck. Have at it. It's all you. He's more of a maker than I am. He could do it. But I'll probably only get rid of this mini in exchange for a new one when there's a Mini 2. If and when Prusa ever announces a Mini 2, I'll be like, I'm interested. Make friends with the firemen. They have access to FLIR cameras. Oh, there you go. Laser thermometer works to check it. Well, so there's another tip for you, Declarations. Hollywood N3D threw it out there. If you have a few cold stops on your heat bed, just get some glass. That will even out the temp, if not new heat bed. I kind of wonder if it's a heat bed thing. Hey, 3D Medic Vince. Mendic. Sorry about that. Medic Vince. You see, I swap nozzles. I wouldn't say it's working better. It's working the same because it's working better in the sense that I don't have to worry about the temperatures as much. So yes, in that sense, it's working better. Steel, I think, was just overkill for me because I'm not using filament that is, that chews through the nozzle. I have no plans for that. Get a good one with good glass. Purchase a telescope for my son. Could hardly see the moon. Oh, yeah. If you have the space for your setup, I'd recommend getting a Mark 3S over another Mini. No, I'm fine with a Mini. I don't, and maybe I'll have to measure for a Mark 3S. Or I'd wait for a Mark 4, because, you never know. But honestly, I think for most of what I print, you might note, like, a lot of what I print is just smaller. It's not really larger. Declarations happy to do that, and to Bear's point, it's just like sharing these kinds of suggestions. Oh, the Free Heathen. Did I hear someone say hard build? Yeah, Free Heathen could do it. Do it. Man, more power to you, dude. The Free Heathen, man. Y'all, I gotta say, y'all inspire me. You do things that I know, and Mad Cat, you're right, doing it is a thing, but it's just, I know what kind of person I am, and I know where I've messed things up before. Cioris, don't worry about it. You're never late. You're never late. And thank you. Thank you for popping in. Thank you for having Maker Deck running side by side. Because it's important. Here's why. We're this close to partner. This close. This close. The only way we're going to make partner with Maker Deck, I mean, I'm serious. Like, this is not an exaggeration. And it would be great because the only way that we're going to hit it to get around some restrictions. Dude, Blight!
Blight 89 just resubscribed for 5 months.
Thank you so much.
Wow, sorry I probably missed it. I'm sure you already shared your thoughts.
Of Obi-Wan Kenobi, the trailer? So did you say Obi-Wan? Yeah. I'm not sure if I shared my thoughts directly, but yeah, I'm excited. The trailer was awesome. The trailer was epic. So what I was saying about Maker Deck is the more people, it's like you got to be able to have legit 75 on average views, not including raids or embeds or anything like that. We've run into so many restrictions that we can't do because Maker Deck's not at a partner level. So the only way to get there is to increase the amount of average viewers, just FYI. So I'm just asking kindly. Papa Bear says, I feel there won't be a new Prusa Mark IV Mini 2 until mid-late 2023 or 24. See, I can wait. I could wait that long. I don't think I'd have an issue with that at all. I can wait. I'll be fine with this, man. I'm not like, if I could wait till 2024, certainly. 2023 would be better, naturally. But.
Faceless cheered X100. Please talk about the Obi-Wan trailer.
Okay, the Obi-Wan trailer was awesome. That was not when I... do I want to take this off? No, I do. Okay. When I saw the Obi-Wan trailer, I was so excited. Like, the Obi-Wan trailer was just fantastic. Like, the one that just dropped was just so, like... I was like, wow. It felt like I needed this story to be told. And that's important. So like with Star Wars, right? Did the story need to be told? It feels like I need the story to be told. They're not just filling in blanks. So I'm just like, oh, dude, I'm jazzed. I am jazzed for Kenobi. 2 more sleeps until Serial Saturday. That's right. Runs in light. I don't. I don't run, first of all. And second of all, I run in the rain. If I run. But yes, Serial Saturday is coming up. I got plenty of cereal coming down the pike. Free Heathen is the opposite of me in that he loves hardware. Free Heathen modeled a bow tie that someone printed for their dog. I thought that was kind of funny. A bow tie for a dog? Dogs should wear bow ties.
Jelly time, peanut butter jelly time, peanut butter jelly time. Where he at? Where he at? Where he at? Where he at? Now there you go. There you go. There you go. There you go. Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly. Do the peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly with a baseball bat. Do the peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly with a baseball bat. Where he at? Where he at? Where he at? Where he at? Now there you go. There he go. There he go. There he go. Peanut butter jelly.
Thank you everybody for participating in the hype train.
Peanut butter jelly.
The Free Heathen just gifted 1 sub.
Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly with a baseball bat. Do the peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly with a baseball bat. Now break it down and freeze. Now take it down to your knees. Now lean back and freeze. Now go back up and freeze.
Thank you, Deep Sleep Studios, and thank you, the Free Heathen, for that support. I appreciate it. Genuinely do. I see, the thing is, like, when people do things, I don't always have a chance to respond. I don't have a chance to interact, but I see a lot.
Thank you, everybody, for participating in the hype train.
Indeed. Thank you. We've got a hype train. We're at a level 2. Let me get this stuff, before I grab Palpatine, let me get my tie dagger going. The tie dagger modeled by the incredibly talented Fix 'em Dude. XL is the top priority right now. They did release a Mark III enclosure.
Mighty _ Bean cheered X100.
I'll wait. I feel that I'll thank you for that cheer, Mighty Bean and Kieran Clark.
Blight 89 just gifted 1 sub.
Thank you for the gifted sub, Dude Blight. I'm doing some printer stuff, or I'm fiddling with my printer. If I was a print man. I don't want to miss anything anybody said. I hate doing this. The XL looks great. It would just be overkill for a lot of what I want. I would love the XL technology in a mini. So I feel that if I have to wait until after the XL is good before I get the next mini, great. Awesome. I'm in. Sign me up. Thank you, Darth Gallum. Darth Gallum, thank you very, very, very much for having MakerDeck running at school for the past 3 days. Any feedback? I'm curious. I'm genuinely curious, Darth. If you can get a picture of that, that would be awesome. I would love to retweet. I'd love to accelerate that. I've been following on MakerDeck, the MakerDeck Twitter account, following STEM educators who use 3D printing because they're doing some really cool stuff. I've been accelerating some of their stuff. Capturing moments to go, start keeping MakerDeck on the background while working. Like I said, it's important, and the reason why it's important is because that is what's we are literally, on average, 10 viewers away specifically from reaching partner. So every person who's watching, even in the background, even in the side, it's critical. It really, I'm saying thank you for that. So MakerDeck gets partner. We all get to go to the partner party at TwitchCon. I would imagine, yes. I don't think I have any plans to go to TwitchCon though. Some made a logo version too. I did not know that, the Free Heathen. I missed that detail. Kite Crafter. Oh, I'm glad you gifted a sub, the Free Heathen, to the Kite Crafter. Someone so deserving. Kite Crafter is an amazing maker. He's doing a candy crane. I don't think he's finished his candy crane yet, though. Thank you, Mighty Bean, for that cheer. And Dude Blight, thank you for giving to Bellum 128. It's appreciated. A lot of grain in that printer frame. Well, this is, before I forget, let's change the plate type. I've got to get the tie dagger loaded because I'm not going to be using a brim on this. Oh, the Lego. Sorry, I thought logo. Okay, well, that's interesting. I was remembering the turtle. Remember the old logo programming language? Wasn't that a turtle? Oh, you did post one on Twitter. Okay. Did I retweet you then? Got a group of kids to ask about it now every day if I have it covered. Really? Seems like such a simple thing to do. Pull it up on an extra monitor. Tech Talk, all I have to do is remind. That's it. It's a gentle reminder. Thank you. It means a lot. It's very, very helpful. TC Jamie, thank you for gifting a sub to Adam the Sim over on MakerDeck as well. Fun fact, I failed logo. You failed logo? Wow. Logo writer, you remember logo. See, I barely remember logo. I remember of it. I may have been too old to do logo. Logo came around after my time. Or at least when I knew about it. I remember in high school, my dad wanted me to do electives, and there was like a computer class that I thought I was kind of interested in. Maybe that would have taken my life a completely different direction. I don't know. But it seemed too mathy for me. Oh, God, I suck. It's a hype train. Oh, man. Okay, hype train. Woo! I forgot about the hype train. Oh, my God, it's so much hype in here. 10 seconds left in this hype train, and then I've totally messed up.
Thank you, everybody, for participating in the hype train. Every once in a while. That can't be good.
God bless it. I messed up this hype train. I forgot about the hype train. I forgot about the hype train.
Almonds, folks.
How could I? This is the. Hype trains don't. They don't come around. The shame I feel. Chris Burlow screwing up hype trains since 2 minutes ago. I'm gonna turn off the hype light, I guess. Got that. Well, y'all made it happen. Thank you. Appreciate your support. And if you 3D print, I appreciate your supports. It's a 3D printer joke. Tech Talk could not stand all the hype. Well, All the glue earlier had my brain stuck. Kind of, Tex. It's kind of how it happened. Rover Texan. Oh, was it thank the mods? Oh, Rover Texan. Yes, thank the mods. I'd like to thank the mods for reminding me that I had a hype train. You know, hype trains are fun because it concentrates the firepower and you got something big that you can build towards. But honestly, hype trains are not what Twitch is about. Hype trains are just a nice thing. It's great. It's fun. I love when it happens. It's great. Hype trains they're not what Twitch is about. They are not. You're what Twitch is about. Me, I'm what Twitch is about. Us together. That's what Twitch is about. It's about sharing these experiences with each other. Everything else is a bonus. Hype train screw up. Film at 11. You have to tweet again from your account. Just retweet it from your school account. Oh, okay. Maybe I already caught that and retweeted it then. Thank you, Astro Canuck. All right, we're doing a tie dagger. This is the Bang Tie. This is the tie dagger from Fix 'em Dude. The new model. See, the free heathen comes in here and he asks me to eat the mic. I'm going to do it. I owe him that. I can't always swing by and see everybody streaming. When I can, I do. But unfortunately, like my days right now are just meeting. And then of course, if I'm not meeting, then I'm doing something else. And now it's a lot of Maker Deck does take an extra amount of time. That's right. Bang tie. The tie dagger. It's happening. It's happening. Right here, right now. Right here, right now. No, sir, you owe me nothing. No, I mean, here's the way I look at that, Free Heathen. You know, it's never, for me, the way I look at this in streaming and everything, it's never tit for tat. I never do something with the expectation that somebody else is going to do something in return. I really don't. I just put it out there. I do. I'm like, because honestly, then I'm never just. Here's how I'm never disappointed. Let me give you a secret. How I'm never disappointed. This is a secret. It's a secret to life. I'm not joking. As a 49-year-old, this is the secret to life. You do things because you enjoy doing them with no expectation for a return.
Declarations just resubscribed for 3 months.
Declarations.
I'd like to thank the ad break feature lawnmower for reminding me to do this.
Yes, thank you, ad breaks. Thank you, ad breaks, for that. No, thank you for your support. Thank you for using your Prime sub on me, because I know there are many creators very deserving. But, you know, if we were able to kind of push you along to a solution for your adhesion issue, then I'm glad you were able to spend the time here. It was very fruitful. I'd rather spend my time doing things that are fruitful for other people and having fun and some frippery. Never tune into this stream expecting, oh, I'm going to be serious. Oh, my name's Chris. We're going to talk about something serious tonight. Y'all need to listen. I'm going to pontificate for an hour. I'm not. I may do that every so often, admittedly. Go off on a tear. Something I'm interested in, passionate about. And I think you expect that sometimes. But honestly, it's like, come on, dude. We've got so much on our plates right now. I want to give you a respite. If I have a goal, it's a respite. So yeah, I always try. My secret is put it out there, do it, but don't expect anything in return. And so I'm never disappointed. I just don't expect anything in return. I hope that it might come back, but I don't expect it. I don't demand it. I don't ask for it. It either happens or it doesn't. That's the secret to my happiness. If I had happiness. Very Buddha. Well, I don't know about that. Buddhist. I'm not sure about that philosophy. You didn't want a lawnmower? No, I did not want a lawnmower. I did not want a lawnmower. I didn't want to mow the lawn. I had allergies. I don't like the lawn. I don't need a lawn. I know all y'all. Oh, dude, I've got a P40Z16 lawnmower amped up with the bonus mod on the differential axis, and I've got it on the Hemi overboard cross-platform rod just to make sure it gets I don't know. What do hardware people talk about? What do guys talk about? I don't know. I'm an atypical guy. I'm not interested in hardware. You don't do your own lawn. I do not do my own lawn. You don't drive it. I do not drive a truck. I don't pass judgment on the people who drive trucks. I don't pass judgment on the people who mow lawns. And I expect they don't pass judgment on me for me doing me. Me being me. That's what I'm saying. RESPECT. Aretha Franklin does know a bit about that. And respect to her. Some days Chris removes supports. That's right. I do. In fact, I'm removing supports right now from these weapons. These you gotta be careful not to crack them. These clone trooper weapons. Very happy with this model. This is the new one from iTor over on Play Action. Bang Play Action. If you want to print the same figurines that I do. So there's that one. I'm getting ready to getting these pieces ready to assemble. Sorry if I've missed any chat. I apologize. Tech says, "Oh, I want a llama." Oh no, not a lawnmower. My bad, misheard. Oh yeah, you get a llama. There's a 3D printing llama. Haven't seen him tonight. Hope he's doing well. Brief respite. Yes, the Midnight Smith. Hey, you saw a movie. Which movie did you see? I'm gonna out you here, because if it's Doctor Strange, don't give me any spoilers. I cannot wait. To see Doctor Strange in theaters. I'm gonna, basically catch it with the fam. That's the goal. But I will watch Spider-Man before going. Dark Sabers, yes. We just have cheap Kmart electric lawnmower. Yeah, see, we don't have a lawnmower anymore. We just hire. Just mow it. I don't care. We talk about the specs in the inline rotary girder. Oh, yeah. Specs on the inline rotary girder. Yeah, let's not finish that. But it was a good movie. Some things are a bit dated, but I hear you well. That was a good movie. Tommy Boy was a good movie. That was a fun movie. Chris Perillo has his ride-on mower low jacked in his last scene, I-65 heading west. No, I do not have that. So you did see Doctor Strange. Oh, so Declarations enjoyed Doctor Strange. Thank you, Rover Texan, for the cheer. I'm sure I'll enjoy it. If it's an MCU film, I'll enjoy it. Like, even people like poo-pooing the Eternals. I liked the Eternals. I thought it was fine. I thought it was good. I would have seen it in theaters and enjoyed it just as much. Papa Bear has goats in his yards. He gets milk and cheese along with weed control. Really? Do you milk the goats? Do you cheese the goats? Can you cheese a goat? I don't know. That's fantastic. My friend Phil Plate, the bad astronomer, name-checked him earlier. He also, I tried to get him to live streaming back in the Ustream days, and it never really caught on with him. I think Phil would do amazing on Twitch. I really do. I think he would have an absolute friggin' blast. He was built for video. God, if you've ever met Phil was made for video. Sorry about this. Did not mean to move that. Dang it, I got all this filament on the floor. There we go. That's a little better. I'll say this. It was everything I wanted. It pulled no punches. They went dark. Good. Although, what do you think? My daughter's 7. Jedi said to Diana, when Daddy first told us to watch these movies, I thought, oh, they're going to be really, they're not going to be very good. But she actually liked them. She got into them. She really liked them. She likes the MCU. Jedi got into the MCU. So I'm happy. So to be able to share the MCU experience with her, even at 7, I'm happy. I'm very happy. It's just good feeling. And that's kind of what I wanted to do with Star Wars stuff, too. So we watch when there's a new Star Wars show, we watch it together. We watch it as a family experience. So yeah, she thought it was going to be lame, and then she got into it. You know, he's 3D printed droid, put it on an RC lawnmower. You could. I probably wouldn't. The closest thing I do is like the Fix 'em Do droids. Well, I've printed other droids, not just the Fix 'em Do droids, but that's the most recent one, I should say. Spider-Man does whatever a spider can. The Tim Allen mower. Eternals for me was okay, not bad, not great. I didn't think it was great, but I thought I was like, okay, cool. This is where they're going. That's what I thought. I'm like, okay, first chapter. It works for me. I'm interested. I got sucked in. I'm like, okay, this is good. It wasn't bad. I thought, okay. But that's the thing is, like, when you were used to the old MCU and this is a departure, like, where's Iron Man? Where's this person? Where's that person? Like, you're never gonna, you can't equal them. Not sure about how some of this is coming down. Hang on. Yeah, I'm gonna do this again. I'm gonna do this at. Give me a second, because I'm not feeling the, and it could be because I just swapped filaments too. Give me a second. It's still first. Let's do this. Some of these pieces are not laying down the way I'd like, so I'm going to restart the print. Good evening, 3D Medic Vince. Sorry if I missed your God, I'm way behind on that chat. Oh my God, I've completely failed that chat entirely. He's gone, I'm sure by now. If I missed chat, I apologize. I would say if she handled Thanos killing half the people, this is only slightly worse in on-screen graphics. Okay. She was okay. I wasn't like Diane. Okay, because I got busy with work, I could not watch the films with them. But both Diana and Jedi watched through the MCU, so I've got them. They're both like caught up, minus the latest Spider-Man movie, and then Doctor Strange. Because I said if we're gonna see Spider-Man, you're gonna watch everything else. Because I'm not gonna explain this, and I don't. You all will know. So now when we see Doctor Strange. The same thing. It'll be the same thing. Like they'll know who Doctor Strange is. They'll know who some of the characters are. So they've caught up on all of it. Minus Spider. I don't think they've seen Spider-Man because if they have and I haven't, then I'm going to be kind of upset. I'm going to clean this off too, just in case. Sometimes when dang it. Sometimes when I change filaments, this can happen. You got an Apple S7 45mm. What is that? Oh, smartwatch. Oh, yeah. I'm not even wearing mine. I got the Samsung, but I live on the Samsung family. I think when my daughter was 7, she wanted to watch Deadpool. Yeah, but no. I would Deadpool. No. That is an immediate no from me, dog. But the MCU has generally been good, if not on the cusp. So I'm fine with that. Yeah, I mean, just, you know, that's the next. I cannot wait to see Doctor Strange. Hopefully, I'll be able to avoid most of the spoilers. I've been able to avoid most of the Spider-Man spoilers, so I'm not too worried about it. You want them to get a Fantastic Four movie right? Well, maybe under Marvel's direction. It's possible, Papa Bear. Oh, Miller 3D started printing the Scarab from Moon Knight. Lots of small prints, mini pieces. Oh, so it's a moving Scarab? I know a lot of people were doing the not the Scarab, but Khonshu, the statue. That was popular for a bit. Like Shannon, I know, printed. Hey, Cyberpam! Cyberpam, thank you for the raid. It came in. We didn't get an announcement or anything, but dude, Cyberpam, what were you up to tonight? We're just geeking out. We were talking about, well, 3D printing, entertainment. What else were we talking about? I don't even know. What were we talking about?
Cyberpam95 is now hosting my stream with 2 viewers.
Thank you, Cyberpam. Zilf alert? No, that I don't know that command. So what were you up to, Cyberpam? Apart from cyberpamming, were you all up in the cybers? Capturing moments. Also saw Doctor Strange earlier today. So I think we would have seen it, or planned to have seen it like this weekend. It's just Diana and Jedi are currently traveling. They may be back next week. I've been everything's clean, keeping everything clean and organized around here. You never have to worry about that with me. Like, I keep things straight. I don't like messes. Not a big fan of messes. So floats on magnets. Interesting. Played some Hearthstone. Was fun. Good card game vibes. I've never played Hearthstone, I don't think. See, when I talk about like games and video games, I grew up in an era where Twitch would have been, I think, a dream come true. As a kid, it would have been amazing. Like, the internet would have been it would have blown my mind. I remember pre-internet just thinking, God, wouldn't it be great? Like, after watching Tron, wouldn't it be really cool for computers to communicate, and then, you'd be able to do amazing things and weird things happen. And happy belated Star Wars Day to you as well. And it's Revenge of the 5th, Pam, and it's never too late, because every day for me is Star Wars Day. Every day. Every day. Yesterday, did I print the mouse droid yesterday? I can't remember. And then, of course, these are desktop caddies. I've got to clean up the gonk, this desktop caddy, a tiny bit. But I'll get to that after the show. And I'm currently printing a tie dagger, or at least attempting to, if my printer will cooperate. Rosewell grew up using 3.5-inch floppy disks. No, CCC. I grew up with really floppy disks. Like floppy, like 8-inch. Although the only ones I really remember were the 5 and 3/4 inch, 5 1/4. Like 3.5-inch discs. Those are the ones that I just thought they were the bee's knees. Those were awesome. Retrotech Dan says 5 1/4. Okay. Yes, it's Cinco de Cuatro. Big sports fan. Happy Cinco de Cuatro. Rotary phones for the win. I still have nightmares about rotary phones. Nightmares. Literal nightmares. Never did the card punch thing. 8 tracks for music. Never did the 8-track thing. Never did. How are me and my family doing? We are doing well. We are surviving. 25-foot cords on them phones. Oh, that's right. Just those curly cords. Adam the Sim remembers rotary phones. Oh, man. You remember playing Scorched Earth on the Computer Labs? 486? You got to be younger than me then if you had a computer lab with a 486. Well, maybe not if you're at university level. You grew up with 8 tracks. I grew up with albums. I guess we would have known of 8 tracks, but my parents didn't have even cassette decks in their car. Or cars, so it was always radio, and they usually listened to AM stations, not FM. I don't really remember. Here's the thing: I don't remember in riding in the car with my parents. I don't remember listening to a lot of music. I really, genuinely don't. If we listened to music as kids, it would have been quote unquote oldies, like from the 50s, like 50s music, clear 50s music. Mom did listen to country. I do remember that. Dad liked talk radio more than music. And I guess I didn't mind. It wasn't a thing for me. But yeah, I mean, these days, your options are just, God, limitless. You have an original Atari and a lot of games. Oh, that's awesome. The 2600. Papa Bear's computer lab was an IBM teletype terminal with cards. Punch cards. Yeah, I never did the punch card thing. Punch cards would have been, I wouldn't say antiquated, but definitely on the cusp of being old school. Good luck with that drop, Dark Toy Lord and 3D printing. You have a copy of Win 1.0 Guardian on 5 1/4. I remember installing Windows 95 on 3.5-inch discs. 95. I remember upgrading from Windows 3.1. I was in college when I was using 3.1. 95 was released, so that would have been, of course, 1995. But I ran the beta. I jumped onto the beta, and I had a friend, a guy down the hall who did. He ran Windows NT, and this is before NT made the shift to Windows 2000. Certainly in that era. But I installed Windows 95 on the beta on 3.5-inch floppies. In college, I was the first class to take Windows 95 for the first time. See, it would have been... My college career was almost over by the time Windows 95 was final. And I remember loving Windows 95 over Windows 3.1.1. Not because, I still had to use dial-up, but you just didn't, it was just cleaner. And I remember the mail client. I used the mail client on the desktop. I wish, for the life of me, and unfortunately I don't have a lot of the emails from the era. I had a big crash back in 1999, 2000. I had a big crash and I lost a lot of my legacy emails. One of the biggest disappointments in my life is that I don't have those. You remember learning Windows NT 3.5.1? See, I never got into NT. I basically went from 3.1.1 to 95 to 98 to SE to 98 SE, ME, back to 98, and then ultimately I said, I'm going to try 2000. And then I was with 2000 for a long time until XP was released. Then I went from 2000 to XP, and then I was with XP, of course, until Vista. But then I went from Vista back to XP, and then basically from XP jumped to Mac as a desktop, like a choice for a desktop operating system. And I use Windows still. I'm using Windows to stream this broadcast. But I was using Mac OS. After they went to Intel as a platform, I was using Mac OS. 95, the best number? Really? Okay, well, of course, you're Cyberpam 95. Naturally, it's the best number. Naturally. You remember DOS in grade school? See, I barely remember. I don't think I knew of DOS in grade school. Stone Monkey Research, who was doing some Minecrafting today, went from Windows Millennium Edition to Linux. Never did the Linux thing apart from dabbling. So many people said, why NT? You need to learn Novell. I told them, nope, Novell is very rare these days. Oh yeah, Novell is... I don't even hear it anymore. No, I remember very clearly. I remember my favorite part, though, of every computer experience I ever had was software. Software always drove my interest, always. So, I remember playing with a Mac really for the first time after basically OS X had been released. And it was exciting in a way that XP wasn't, in a different way. But I stuck with XP until Vista. And Vista was like, yeah, I'm done. Can't do this. And then after Vista, 7? 7 was like, okay, this is fine, but I've kind of moved on. This is really kind of, design-wise, really kind of bad, poor, not fun, not interesting, not clean, not good. I'm like, yeah, I was willing to eschew a lot of the applications that I had. So I went from, hey, TC Jamie. TC Jamie, if you missed it, thank you for the gifted sub over on MakerDeck. Thank you for doing that. Thank you. I appreciate that. And I know everybody else does as well. He'd like to try streaming on a Mac since that's what I prefer to day-to-day stuff, just so much easier on Windows. That's the thing, is that Windows currently has it for a lot of those types of applications. I use Windows for that reason, primarily. Not easy to stream with a Mac that way. Or as easy. If only for plugins. Been with Windows since 95. It's been a roller coaster all the way to 11. Vista days were the worst. Vista's basically when I made the leap. I was like, yeah, no, I'm good. And so after Vista launched, I was critical. I put it out there. I think one of my more well-trafficked videos in the early days was, I think, Windows Vista I'm breaking up with you, or something like that. You could look it up on YouTube. It's like 2006, 7, whenever it was. And I recorded that video facing this direction with a crappy webcam. And I recorded it, man, on YouTube. Hey, Real You Do It. Good to see you. Took NT at community college. Okay. No, TC Jamie, we could not do MakerDeck is an ecosystem in the sense that, without people watching and without people printing or making into it, administrating would be pointless. What would be administrating if you weren't interested? So you all make it work. We're just there to support it. That's the way to look at it, TC Jamie. If you watching it in the background, having it running in the background, which is good, it helps. It's a big ask, but it's kind of important for us to make the path to partner. So I went from Vista basically shoved me to Mac, shoved me. Because I was like, XP was just like, okay, it's getting a little long in the tooth. I was done, and honestly, I've been on a Mac ever since. And I use Windows. But I don't get Windows machines on a regular basis. But I use Windows. I'm on 11. I think 11's fine. I thought 10 was okay. Certainly 10 was what 8 needed to be. 8 was just a mess from the beginning, and I called that ball from a UX perspective. Not that it was prescient. I said, no, this is not going to be good. It's bad. This is a horrible user experience. Nasty, bad, horrible, wrong, no, bad. And a lot of Windows acolytes slammed me. Oh, how dare you, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, just calling it like I see it, dude. I wasn't wrong. Now, Windows 11, it's getting there. There's still too many unpolished parts of Windows right now for me. I'm not sure I could use Windows 11 as a daily driver. I couldn't. I don't think. Not yet. It should get there. These days, when people do stupid things, chances are they will upload to TikTok. Oh, I missed pre-internet era. Now I have to be responsible. Well, but here's the thing, Rosewell. We should have been responsible anyway. You have to be accountable for the things you do and say and be responsible for those things. But yeah, I mean, the era of, or the previous era, I should say, is come and gone. Just curious if Jedi is on a trip with her mother, when does she go to school? Right now, it's a virtual school. I think she's going to be going to a traditional school in the fall, though. Diana and I have talked about that, talked through that. I think it's time for her to go to a traditional school. And I think Diana agrees. She's getting an education, for sure. But like there's certain other things that a traditional school can provide that we just can't in a homeschool program. So it's virtual, but I just feel like we could better have a balance. Remember paying $300 for Vista Ultimate, still have it in a box somewhere. Oh man, $300 for Vista Ultimate. Oh my God. Man, they needed to pay me $300 for that. You're fussy on distro choices, Nomi? You don't dislike 11, much prefer 10? It's still immature, Adam. I'm a big believer in polish. So 11 feels like it's going the right way, but it's just, there's still vestiges of Windows 10. I'm just like, it's not my thing. It's just a little fugly. Unpolished. Fugly. I'm not a fan of fugly, as far as my software experiences go. So I pick and choose, right? I use Windows, but my preference is Mac OS. Not because of the hardware. Absolutely. No, I need to be very clear about this. Hardware, to me, personally, does not move the needle. I have a 3D printer. It's hardware, but it's a Prusa. So why is that important? Well, with it comes certain features like auto bed leveling. Honestly, it's been as close to a plug-and-play experience as I could potentially expect from a printer. Takes maintenance, but as I'm concerned, like it's been solid. Miller says, "Yeah, my kids are going back next year." I'm hopeful Jedi will be able to swim, right? And it's going to take a lot of encouragement because it's new for her, but she needs it for growth. As a father, I believe she needs it for growth. To explore relationships and opportunities we just can't give her at home. And she's great. She is smart as a whip. I'm telling you, and I'm not just saying that as a dad who's, bragging about. Here's how I know Miller. I'm going to give you an example. This is not me saying, "Oh, my kid's better than every." No. She's on track. She's on track. She's no better, no worse. We were breaking a geode, right? We were trying to break a geode, and this is how I knew. Breaking a geode, and could not get it to break. And she thought of another way of doing it on her own. She didn't do it prescriptively. She thought creatively on how to solve the problem. Those types of problem-solving skills, that type of critical thinking, tells me she has the ability to reason, to use logic, to solve a problem. Not by what the book says, but by what it takes to solve the problem. So I reckon, as an entrepreneur, I recognize that in her, that skill. But there are certain things that you cannot accomplish, and we've done it. I'm not speaking from homeschool is wrong. For some, homeschool works. For us, I'm not sure if it does. You put 11 on a laptop, gotta listen to me. Not worried about. 11's been solid for me. I've been pretty happy with it. An engineer in the works. Will the gamer? God, from your lips to God's ears. I hope. The most I can hope for Jedi is that she gets into tech in a way that is not just on the surface. Like, she can actually latch on. I don't know if she'd be a programmer or a developer, but like something where she's able to take those ideas and turn them into something beyond anything that I could do. So that kind of reasoning is the kind of reasoning that I encourage. Don't just do it my way. Like, just do it the way that you're thinking through the problem to solve the problem. And I tell her too, like, wow, Jedi, that was very astute. That was, the fact that you thought about that problem and solved the problem, or looked to solve the problem, and you weren't given directions. That was amazing. Good job. So we still have to solve the problem, but she just thinks she was thinking that way. And that's something to be encouraged. With school, you always run the risk of the problem-solving skills and critical thinking skills getting homogenized. But again, that's where you just can't just lean back and expect that school's going to, it solves all the problems. It gives her a chance to better learn collaboration, to work amongst her peers. It is a way to exercise a different part of her brain and to realize she can stand on her own. And as a father, I've always said, and I've told her this too, and she knows, I always say, or I always ask, what's my job? And she doesn't say, oh, you do this, that, and the other thing. I'm like, no, what's my job? And she said, to protect and prepare me. It's true. As a father, it's my job, and I think as a parent potentially, but as a father, certainly, to protect and prepare you. I will protect you, and I will prepare you. And when it comes to preparation, it's making sure you have the tools that you need to succeed. If I did not follow through on that, to take an assessment and recognize what she needs to succeed, I feel like there are not many times where I feel that I've failed her, and there have been times, certainly. where I feel I could have done better. But in an overarching capacity, knowing that I'm trying to prepare her for problems and solving problems that she's going to run into, because there's going to come a time where I'm not going to be around. Even if we're both alive at the same time, and she's going to have to drive her own decisions. So I want to make sure she has everything she needs, the mental tools that she needs, not the physical tools. I don't think she's going to become a maker. My gut tells me she's probably not going to be an engineer. She's talked about being a scientist. I'm like all about encouraging that, but I really feel she's going into the liberal arts. I'm more than confident she's gonna be not like me, but she's gonna do things in front of the camera. I'm confident. She's gonna have her own Twitch stream one day when she's able to. Can't even help my kids with their math because they do it wrong these days. Yeah, you never come to me for math help. Never. That is my limitation. That's my limitation. I don't understand it. The Common Core or whatever, I'm like, beyond me. Beyond me. I don't understand it, so I can't guide it. I just want to make sure that she has the tools that she needs to succeed or to find success, and to recognize that success is relative. What's successful to one person is not successful to another. You know, you may have some people out there bragging, oh, I made all this money, I'm rich, blah, I can do it. And I'm like, well, that doesn't mean anything. Well, I'm successful. I'm like, yeah, but I'm just as successful. Yeah, but you didn't make as much money. But that doesn't mean I'm not successful. Maybe my metrics are different. Maybe success to me is just doing it. Maybe success to me is having a time and setting aside a time on a regular basis to talk with other people and commiserate. Maybe go through a bit of catharsis. That's success. If I pull through that, that's success. Has nothing to do with financials. Has nothing to do with business. Has nothing to do with money. Just the act of doing makes it, apart from not being able to say makes it a success, makes it a success. Success is relative. And I think that's important to note, because in society, there's this false notion that money equals success. I'm like, yeah, it'll afford you certain things that other people can't get. And certainly that's a measure of success, but it's not the only measurement. Success is relative. There's a reason that a year or so ago, Miller 3D Designs, I don't know anything about it, but from what I know about it, yes, Common Core should be banned. I'm joking because I don't know that much, but a lot of people our age are having problems with it. A year ago, I made it very clear I was just going to stream every night. That's it. That was it. And you know what? I was successful. I did it. I did what I set out to do. Nobody, absolutely nobody could take that away from me. I did not make one single goal contingent on anybody else. This is why chasing followers is not always a good idea. It's important if you're trying to reach other goals, which is why I say Maker Deck is happening. For us to reach a partner goal, we have to be able to have a certain amount of average people watching at any given time. That's important. I can't do that on my own. I can't. There's only so much I can do. So what I can do is control the things that I can. And so what I'm setting out to do is making sure that the Maker Deck experience is as good as it can be at any given moment. To make sure that everybody knows about it, whether they... Okay, come on. Future... Okay, I don't... That wasn't for applause, but thank you. For the cheer. It's kind of an inadvertent cheer. When we set the stage for other people to have a good time, that's success. To be able to achieve, a different level of success, man, I'm going to push for it. Absolutely. But all you can do is control the things that you can control. You can't control the uncontrollable. So for me, and I think I speak on behalf maybe of Liz and the other people who have been helping with MakerDeck behind the scenes, a lot of it is falling on Liz's shoulders too. Making it such that it is something you want to watch 24/7, or is something you want to tune into, and is something you want to join. That's my goal. My goal is to make it worth watching, to set the stage for that. So I cannot control what people print. Yesterday we did guide, like it was Star Wars Day. We wanted a Star Wars prints, but to our credit, Astro Caleb was doing a spaceship. I'm like, okay, it's tangential. You're fine. So the goal for success is just making sure it happens. Everything else is a bonus on top of that. Since you're already partnered, do I think they just approved first try for MakerDeck? I haven't asked. Papa Bear, I'm not a big believer in taking... I don't believe in taking or making shortcuts. I mean, don't get me wrong, in the path of least resistance. But I also believe in putting in the work. Putting it in. I don't think they grant partnerships like that. We have to hit the metrics to even be considered. Unless there's someone in the upper echelons, which I'm not connected with, or who I'm not connected with at this point. No, TC Jamie, I wouldn't say that anything is hard to rival. Everybody's got something that different that they want, and I look at what we're doing with MakerDeck as a chance for me to be a part of something bigger than myself. And I keep going back. I cannot stress this enough. I cannot. As much as I enjoy talking and geeking out, following the conversation wherever it goes, and enjoying that, and 3D printing and sharing these experiences with everybody, I'm not hung up on it to the point where I'm not able to enjoy the actual moment. So it's not so much that it could be rivaled, because if you have the passion and the drive and the interest in something, do it because you're passionate and driven and interested. Don't do it because of the numbers. And I felt strongly since I got started with 3D printing. I'm like, what can I do to contribute to the greater community that people will recognize as something that is just it's different, and something that is fun and accessible, like that I could put myself into, that isn't just me. So I'm happy to have found that. It gets easier when we have other features unlocked, and that only happens when you reach partner. So it's like, all right, keep it open. That's great. That's not going to stop us doing what we do with it now. Meaning, we're not going to change a thing to try to increase the numbers. We're going to continue to evolve, reach out to people who have no idea what it is, continue to reach out to different people, because they'll enjoy it. A lot of people have enjoyed it. People that I'm surprised, like, they just stumble upon it. Like, it's great. Because it's low friction, right? So it doesn't take... It's not hard to rival if you have the drive for something. And recognizing what that drive is. And what you want out of it. What I want out of this... out of this stream, I'm just... From the beginning, I'm like, dude, I'm glad that many of you have cheered and subbed and gifted subs, because trust me, it has definitely hit me pretty hard. Not hard. I'm able to compensate the electricity, the time, etc., resources, etc. I'm not going to burden you with that. But what I wanted for MakerDeck, again, is to try to do something that was bigger than myself. I don't want to... as much as I enjoy doing this and chatting, I can't do that all the time, dude. I don't want to do that all the time. I don't think anybody would. I wanted to be a part of something that was just something bigger, where at some point in the future, someone would jump in and have no idea who I am, and just love what it is that we've done. That's a goal. But that's in my control, right? To be able to elevate others. Step back. Anyone familiar? Oh, Mad Cat. Someone else might answer that question because I don't know. Don't worry, Chris. We'll take it to private PMs. Oh, no worries. Oh, did someone win a dragon? Is Ian streaming right now? The Dragon Master? I'm probably the only person. No, I think one other person hasn't printed a dragon yet. I have yet to print a dragon. You did? Red? You won a dragon? Congratulations. If that's what it was. Oh, wait. No, Red. So you haven't printed one yet. Yeah. Liz printed Pez lizards. Well, that's something to print. Anyway, I hope all that, like, y'all were talking, we're going down that path. I'm just sharing my thoughts about goals and direction and just fulfillment. I think ultimately fulfillment. And fulfillment to me is just a legacy of leaving something, bigger than myself. The fact that I touched, the fact that and this is what I missed the most from the Locker Gnome days. I just felt I haven't had an impact like that in eons. So hopefully you were able to follow the bouncing ball. Miller has printed 60 of them. I have not done one. And by the way, my tie dagger is coming out very nicely. Fix him, dude. If he's still here. He's probably fallen asleep at his keyboard. Poor guy. I knew I had to clean the plate, and it was after a filament change. But I'm pretty sure this one's going to come across okay. That's what I love about music. It will outlive everyone. I know the music I make will be around forever somewhere. Dismantle. Do you stream on Twitch? Curious. So you make your own music? I'm just curious. You may not. I don't know. But that's the thing, is like something where you can leave something behind that is just bigger than you, that people remember fondly. And some people remember Locker Gnome, they remember Tech TV and being a part of their lives, right? But that's not it. If Jedi becomes famous, do I foresee a trademark lawsuit with Lucasfilm? No, I don't think so. You can't trademark a name. Not that I know of. I think in a commercial capacity. Jedi was a name I think it's biblical. Jedediah. Jedi is short for that. And as long as there's no extreme Star Wars crossover, I think it would be fine. I don't know. That would be a good problem to have. I'd leave that to the attorneys. You don't make music, says Crunchy Weasel, but he does make some mean mac and cheese. Now I want tater tots pink. Dang it, why did you have to say that? Why? Why did you have to say that? Now I don't have any potatoes. There are no potatoes. Oh, man. Why did you have to say that? Do. The heck? Hey, I just got a new badge. Printables gave me a new badge. Printables Maniac. I'm a printable. What does that mean? I'm a Printables Maniac. I visited Printables 20 times in the last 30 days. Okay. Well, that's I've done. I can do that. Anybody can do that. I'm almost a I've almost published 5 models. I'm 1 model shy of a newcomer. I haven't uploaded 10 makes yet. I haven't achieved 250 downloads of my models. I haven't downloaded 50 models yet. But I'm a level 9 on my Prussia meter. I know y'all are jealous right now. That's what I do. I don't know. I tend not to think about that stuff. Tend not to. But I already know that like there are other people who are gonna make it further than I could. Like Fix'em Dude is gonna like go way farther. Yeah, Liz, I'm sure you have more badges than I do. Tater tots with some cheese and bacon. Now you're getting. That's what I'm saying, Red. If Red and I have a kid, we decided we're using a name from Star Wars. Well, you understand, Pink. Here's the thing. Jedi is named after my mom, mother-in-law, and Diana. My mom's name's Judy. My mother-in-law's name's Elia. And Diana is my wife, right? So Jedi. Jedi. So she was named after everybody. Really. Every mother in the family. That's a for real thing. You never asked, but do I make my own 3D models? No, I don't. I rely on others. Skilled designers like K2 or a Fix'em Dude or others. No, it's true, Pink. It is. The funny thing is, I remember where I was. I was driving up the hill, and I was thinking, okay, we got to think of a good name. And Diana and I were talking about, like, naming her, like, Star or something like that. Not, like, around Star Wars or anything like that, but, like, something really cool. And I was thinking, like, okay, what are the letters in everybody's names? I'm like, okay, J, Judy, okay, Elia, J-E, and then D, J-E-D, and I in my mind, I'm like, J-E-D. I'm like, oh my God, Jedi, oh my God. And originally I was thinking, okay, J-E-D, Judy, Elia, Diana, and then I'm like, well, she can make the I short for whatever, but like eventually it kind of came down to like J-E-D-I, Diana, D-I, and it worked. And so originally she was like, I don't know. I'm like, come on, dude. Named after every mother on either side of the family. Like, it is just, you cannot get more perfect than that. Like, every other name would be Bozo by comparison. Skilled, that's a stretch. Thank you. No, I mean, like, hey, K2, you've made, here's the thing. You are more skilled than I. You and others are more skilled than I. You like Anakin for a boy or Kylo? Kylo would be fun. Or Ubi. That's amazing. My son and I are wild for our initials. Dude, that's cool. I got a good story. It's a good... Jedi's got a good story. If anybody says, what's the name Jedi? I'm like, well, actually, I'm named after my mom, and both of my grandmothers. I'm named after all of them. What's your name? Bob. Your name's Bob? Gee, I can't think of a more common name. And you're making fun of my name? My name means something. Well, I was named after my grandfather. I was named after my mom and both of my grandmothers. Take that. Mic drop. Hey, Chris, aren't you afraid that people are going to make fun of her because her name's Jedi? You know what? Here's the thing. Let me explain something to you. My name was Chris. Chris, right? Common name. Bearer of Christ, right? That's what it's short for. Well, Christopher, bearer of Christ. I'm not a Christian. I'm agnostic, leaning atheist, right? Not that I do not harbor, just like I'm vegan, but you eat meat, fine. Your body, your choice. I'm not Christian. That's not my belief system, but you know what? Your body, your choice, your mind, your choice. I'm a big believer in that. Huge believer in that. But I got made fun of. My name's Chris. It's like the most common name in my age bracket. Or close to a common name. So, like, wait a minute. So you're telling me you're worried. You say, why would you name your daughter Jedi? Aren't you afraid that people are going to make fun of her? I'm like, people are going to make fun of people no matter what. Your hair's too straight. Your hair's too curly. Your name's too unique. Your name's too common. Like, no matter what, there are going to be bullies. I don't like a bully. I do not like a bully. I'm not a fan of people who participate in bullying tactics. I don't like people who gang up on others. I don't like it. I do not like it. Not one bit. So, my answer to that question is like, well, maybe it's not the problem of the person who has the name that's in question. Maybe it's the problem of the person who is castigating the person who has a name that might be in question. Maybe it's not the name. Maybe it's the person who's actually perpetrating this attack. Maybe it's their problem. Maybe it's their shortcoming. Maybe it's their inadequacy. Not the actual object of their hatred or attack or whatever you want to call it. So what I'm saying is, my name is Chris. And you really think that I'm worried about bullies because someone's name is different? If anything, I got, as a father, teach Jedi to stand up for herself. Because you're going to face bullies your entire life, and you got to learn how to deal with them. And trust me, to this day, I see bullies. I see people punching down. I see people using this perceived illusion of power to hurt others. And I don't like it. I've been dealing with bullies my entire life. I can spot them a mile away. And it's fine, because I can accommodate them. I want to be able to teach my daughter how to do the same thing. To give her the self-confidence to stand up for herself and what she believes in. And part of that, honestly, part of that is respecting what other people believe in. Because I guarantee the people who are listening to me right now, guarantee, we probably have right now diametrically opposed views. We may think differently about the politics and social issues and, you know, computer choices and 3D printers. Like, the list goes on and on. But here's the thing. Your choices are your choices. They're not mine. And as long as they don't cross over, hey, like I've said before, not my body, not my problem. Your body, your choice. I've said that. I have not swayed from that, going far back long before I was even live streaming. Like, it's been a fundamental aspect. So that's why I'm not a judgmental vegan. I'm not a judgmental agnostic atheist. Like, you know what? People find salvation in their religion. I think it's great. I mean, man, it is wonderful. It is wonderful. Or to use the word blessed, right? They're blessed to be able to find a purpose. Blessed to find that purpose. As long as you practice what you preach, that's also something I learned from childhood, passed on by my parents. Practice what you preach. So, I believe very strongly in self-reliance, determination. And so when I look at Jedi, I want to be able to imbue her with those elements is probably the wrong word, but values, such that when she's on her own and someone says something to her, like where they're calling into question her name, because she's going to face it, but to be able to say in confidence, here's what it is. You don't like it? You. I'm sorry, you got a problem with my name? You have the problem. My name's not the problem. You're the problem. Because her name could be Jennifer, and the bully would still bully. Her name could be Susan. the bully would still bully. Her name could be Sally. The bully would still bully. Her name could be, name a common name, and the bully would still bully. So my hope is, you know, as she faces that, she has the confidence, and I think she does. She's got the foundation. Trust me, this child has got the confidence. It's there. The conviction is there to stand up for what she believes in when she knows what she believes in, because you have to challenge your convictions. Don't just accept it on blind faith. Ah, man, I was not expecting to wax serious there. I guess it happened. Sorry about that. How did we get off on that topic? I think the name Jedi, something like that. I have thoughts, suffice it to say. Always will say, you do you, just don't force it on others, and everything will be fine. That's my feeling, Red. I'm like, dude, you do you. You do you. You have boundaries. You have, you know, this is who you are. I got no problem with it. No problem. Hey, C. Travis, I hope you had a good time at Walt Disney World. I am totally jealous. Celestial Rook says we're pretty closely aligned in those ideals. It's very justifying. But the thing is, you could have a completely different religion and I wouldn't care. I wouldn't care. It has no bearing. As long as it has no bearing on my life and my choices. Like, could you imagine? No! Chris, you can't print with that nozzle. Stop printing with that nozzle. It's a nozzle. Yeah, but it's the wrong nozzle. What do you mean it's the wrong nozzle? The nozzle's working. Yes, but this is the nozzle I use, and this is the nozzle that you need to use. Like, but it's working. If I need help, I'll ask. If I need guidance, I'll ask. If I've screwed up, trust me, you'll see it. Some people think differently. I'm not those type of people. I've lived a different life than you. We see things differently. There's nothing wrong with that. It shouldn't mean we can't get along. You know, here's the thing, Red 3DP. The older I get, the more I try to find common ground. Really, truly. My dog just huffed at you. Well, Texas dog. Come on. Give me credit. Give me credit. Come on. I'm trying here. Seriously. I'm not joking. We have differences of opinions. We do. Because no two people, we just don't think alike, right? Different people like different things. So shouldn't that mean we should strive to find common ground, to find something we can agree on? And I'm not trying to be all kumbaya, let's hold hands and get along. But if there's something that can bring us together, don't we owe it to each other to find that common ground? No. If we disagree fundamentally, then that's just the way it is. And you like blue and I like red, and no, I hate you. I'm like, what? That doesn't even make any sense. Like, here's the thing. Look. See these little not Lego bricks? And how they interlock, these blue and red Lego. Look at how they look at this. We found common ground. Look at the blue and reds. Look at them. Look, we did the impossible. We did what they said could not be done. We bridged a chasm between the blue and the red. And here's the thing. Look at this. I'm going even deeper. I'm going to go even deeper here. You ready for this? You ready for this? See this blue? Shiny. Oh, look at the sheen. They're both Polymaker, by the way. Look at the sheen on this blue. Look at the sheen. Look at that luster. Beautiful. But look at the matte on the red. It's like these are like diametrically opposed colors, finishes, filaments, printed on the same printer. But look how we can make them fit together to become even stronger. Look at how these disparate colors can come together And yeah, they don't necessarily match, but they work. All I'm saying is, I've made mistakes. I've gotten caught up in heats of moments. Can I say it that way? But I'm telling you. By the way, I grabbed these two colors at random and just I've made the correlation. So I'm just saying. You're impressed with your first Polymaker prints? Dude, scary fast. It's been a good filament for me. Really, truly. Future the Clown says, we can disagree to disagree. Yes, let's do that. Red 3DP, as I've gotten older, the more I've stopped caring about what others think. If they get upset, then that's on them. Yeah, that's kind of how I feel. K2 says, live by the golden rule. I'm getting better at that every day. Hey, man, we are not perfect. We are imperfect human beings. We make mistakes. We just try to do better next time. Seriously, you got to give people latitude. If they screw up and they realize they screw up, you have to forgive them. Like harboring resentment and that fear leads to anger. Anger leads to hate. Hate leads to suffering. You got to free people. You got to forgive. And mind you, that's not my philosophy from a religious doctrine. I don't follow a dogmatic rule. I just believe you have to forgive because humans are not infallible. And you're a stronger person for recognizing that. Red, not Lego, or blue, not Lego. Which one would you choose? Oh, pink, don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. Reluctant Recluse. I don't know what scale this is. Hang on. I don't know if I can even find this. Give me a second. I may have this in my history. Oh, crap. Of course, Lego. Where did I download this? I don't know where I grabbed it from. This Lego stud. Let me see if I can find it. There have been a few. I guess there's a few links out there. Oversized. Yeah, if you search for Lego stud, you'll find it. Like an STL file, Lego stud, you'll find it. I'm not sure what the scale is. You love Polymaker filament? It's been good to me. I mean, they've been great. Like, facilitating the giveaways, sending filaments. I have to get back to them. They DM'd me the other day, and I haven't had time to process everything. But thank you, C. Travis, for hanging and lubing. C. Travis has lubed. Although, why did the lube emote not pop up? I don't know. It's on printables as oversized Lego stud. Thank you, Pink. I appreciate that. Perfectly imperfect. I think we all are, Red. We are striving towards that. Pezliz, shut up! I am perfect! She literally just yelled at her computer. And the cat went, Iskra went. Disc 1 of 5, good to see you. I've been, I don't know, what the hell have I been doing? I don't, dude, I went way deep. I went way down the rabbit hole tonight, didn't I? I'm not going to apologize. I felt like it was good. That it was fun. Whether or not you agree or disagree. For some reason, that's where my mouth took me. That's where the conversation took us. I kind of like riding the wave in. It's not a bad thing. Hope everybody got their Star Wars pre-orders in today, too. That was a big deal. A lot of pre-orders today. The beauty of imperfection. Elon Musk. Yeah, okay. Jury's still out on Elon. I'm not sure how I feel about Elon right now. Not to deny what Elon has done and crafted, but I'm not... I was not a Tesla fan to begin with. Everyone's got different feelings. Hey, man, you want to drive a Tesla? Go for it, dude. You want to do the satellite thing? Go for it. SpaceX, go. I mean, that's great, but I don't know. Yeah, there were a few Star Wars pre-orders, Disc 1 of 5. Quite a few. Mostly figures. Pretty much all figures. For pre-orders. You have to watch your mouth. Sometimes it loses its filter. Oh, dude, I have no filter, Red, which makes it that much more dangerous to do live streams. Because if I put it out there, here's the thing. If I do something in video, right, or in this channel or on Twitter or whatever, like I'm accountable for that. I'm accountable for everything that happens in this channel. Y'all do something, y'all say something, y'all whatever. Like, I'm responsible for that. I'm accountable for that. I can't let something go simply, oh, that wasn't me. No, it happened on my watch. If it happened in my channel, I need to be responsible for that. Punting responsibility and blaming somebody else for a problem that occurs in my channel, it just looks silly. Like, I take accountability. I take responsibility. As I would expect any other creator to do, right? You have to, the comments that you post in this channel or any other channels, that's you. You're responsible for the things you say and do. You. And everything that comes from that. I'm a big believer in taking accountability and responsibility. That's right. I do curse in real life. I really do. In real life, so to speak. I swear like a sailor. It is definitely not family friendly around me. I will say that. Although I have a family and I am friendly, so technically I am a family friendly guy. Had your Lego Star Wars dioramas delivered on the 4th? Oh, you did? I haven't. Mine haven't come in yet. You like the idea of Tesla? I like the idea as well. The idea is great. Execution, I'm like, jury's still out. You have to watch what you say since most people in my community try to be family friendly. IRL, I curse worse. Yeah, Pink. So I'm with you. Thank you for being thank you for being honest. Thank you for being you. Thank you for keeping it on an even keel, if I can say it that way, in Maker Deck. Thank you for that. Because I'm the same way. Like, I would just be la la la. But it's just, we can play it safe. I have debated doing like a Chris Pirillo after, quote unquote, after dark. Although there are very adult allusions when I say that, so I'm like, I'm not gonna go that route. I mean, I'm already pushing evening hours doing it now, but having more adult-oriented streams where like don't have a kid around. I'm gonna be bleep blap in the other thing. Bleep blap in the other thing. Why did I say it that way? I have no idea. Subsector says, hello, and yep, we are responsible. We're responsible. You have to be accountable for your actions. And that means if you make a mistake, to be able to admit that you made a mistake. Some people see that as they perceive saying that you made a mistake as a sign of weakness. In fact, I would argue the opposite. I think that when someone says they made a mistake, I believe that means they're stronger. In fact, I find people who won't admit they made a mistake to be weaker. It's a sign of weakness when you make a mistake and you don't own up to it. Seriously. Because I've made mistakes, and it sucks, and it's bad. I'm like, yeah, nope, this wasn't right. You work construction, says Red. Sarcasm and curse words are my language. Well, I don't work construction, but I will say sarcasm and curse words are my language. We would get along swimmingly. Trust me. We'd have a great time at the bar, Red and Pink. In your family, cursing is normal. Learned it all from the best. I think my family kind of turned into that. They may not have been at a young age, but Jedi. I will say this: Jedi has grown up in a family environment where we use those. I certainly use those words, but I use them for a reason. And as long as she uses them in context, I have no problem with it. It's more the usage I have a problem with. I'm not going to get hung up on her using a bad word. I'm like, did you use it correctly? Great. Okay. What was your intent? Did you mean to harm, or you were expressing yourself? Like, I don't know. Disc 1 of 5 tries to filter herself. Make sure he doesn't use the W word around my son. Windows. Yeah, no. I do not mention Windows around Jedi. No. Actually, she uses an iPad primarily. It's easier. Admitting is hard, hence admission equals strength. That's what I'm saying, reluctant. That's exactly what I'm saying. When someone makes a mistake or they overstep, to be able to course correct, I think it shows a big sign of strength. It's huge. I wish more people did that. Subsector notes, I agree, making mistakes or bad decisions are a part of life. It is. Or they are. To use the plural. Red will buy the first round. Whoa, good luck with that. Scary fast. Job involves talking to people frustrated with all sorts of tech stuff who don't like to listen, and I've worn out my mute button so I can curse. Oh my God. I can only imagine. More power to you. Capturing Moment Sickle says, mistakes help us learn. Recognizing those mistakes and owning them is a strength. I wish more people believed that. I wish more people saw that. For sure. But, I mean, I'm not pontificating. These are my perspectives. We went down this path. This is the way it went. Take it for whatever it's worth. I'm printing. I'm farting around. Having a good time. Having a good time. So, here's the thing. We owe Brit, Sith Lord Brit, we owe her a raid. We're going to raid Sith Lord Brit tonight. Most of the time, pride takes over, and we just justify easier route. Reluctant Recluse, I can see that. It's the easier path, but it's something where the stronger people among us will admit when they were wrong. Seriously, the strongest people among us will admit when they're wrong. And I'll tell you, I'll admit when I'm wrong more often than I'll admit when I'm right. There are times where I'll say, yeah, kind of called that ball. But there are many times where I'll say, yeah, I screwed that up. That's strength. Pink says, I've heard people tell their kids their bad words, but I heard someone tell their kid their adult words. They didn't want their kids thinking people who use those words were bad. They didn't want them going around kindergarten saying them. Yeah, see, but it wouldn't bother me. Like, if Jedi dropped the F-bomb, like she'd be in first or second grade, I'm like, did she use it correctly? Or did she use it like, well, it's just inappropriate. Okay, I understand that, but what was the usage? Did she just drop the word at random, or was it in the middle? Was it awkwardly used, or was it used in? Did she say the effing something? Right? How was it used? That's all I want to know. Okay, then she used it correctly. So we say, all right, Jedi, here's the thing. You can use that language around us right now at your age. Unfortunately, there are people out there who think this is a bad word. What does that mean? What does that mean? We ascribe the value to that word. There are certain words that are loaded that I will absolutely not take from her. Any word that would have I got to be very clear about this. Any word that would disparage somebody else with intent, with malintent, I will not tolerate. I absolutely will not tolerate. Period. End of story. But if it's used innocuously, if it's used as kind of a punctuation mark, I'm like, but never to disparage, to put down, to make someone feel less than, to separate, to divide. No. Words have power. The things you say have impact. And they can be very hurtful. Very hurtful. But to use it as a punctuation mark, it's nothing. It's an adjective, right? Like, you're very... But, like, I draw the line. I draw the line. And I will. I will. There are certain things I will not take. To use language to disparage, to demean, to devalue, to dehumanize. No. That's my line. But I'm sorry, I'm going to say it. Like, there's certain words that they don't fit that construct, right? The S, the F, the whatever. It's innocuous. It's a punctuation mark. But the moment that another person's involved, no. The moment that it's disparaging or hurtful.
The Sith Lord Brit.
Thank you. No! Okay, fine. Liz is steering me. Okay.
Sith Lord Brit the Third.
Yes. I just needed to make that clear. Thank you, Subsector. Liz, give me credit.
Subsector 3D chaired X100.
All I was trying to do is saying, like, it's just because there's certain words that I'm okay with and certain words that have loaded meaning. That's all I was trying to say, Liz. That's all I was trying to say. And I believe I got my point across. Okay, so I think Liz is saying, hey, why don't we raid Sith Lord Brit? So let's do that. I wanted to raid her the other night, and it didn't happen. Because she raided me. I'm like, no, what are you doing, dude? She was interviewing someone. No, it's not bad, you, Liz. Thank you. You swore in chat accidentally. You were trying to find a new spelling. Oh, I've done that before, too. Hopefully, why did I go down this path? I did not want to get serious tonight. Brit's talking about food. Great. Is she dropping swear words, or is that just me tonight? Give me credit. I did not drop one. I'm doing my best. Just please give me credit. I'm doing my best. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for being here. Thank you for chatting. Thank you for supporting. I do love you. I appreciate you. And at this point, I'm going to leave you to your own devices. And may the Force be with you always. She's talking about brownies. Ooh. Haven't had a brownie in ages. Let's get ready to Tusken raid Brit, Sith Lord Brit, with your lube emotes. Liz, you brought it up. Thanks again for all your support. Thank you for listening to me. Whichever direction it went. It went wherever it went. This is just where the conversation went. How did it get there? I did not want to get serious tonight. How did this happen? All right, we're going to Tusken raid Brit. Brit. Oh, here we go. Oh, screwed that up. Dude, oh, man. I almost screwed that up. Oh, Brit, I'm so